Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee and welcome to this video. This is the project we're making today. It's this lovely box or bag with this beautiful curved detail. So let's get started. So we're going to have a piece here of Highland Heather cardstock, and this measures 5 inches by 4 inches, and we're just going to score at 1 inch on all 4 sides. So 1 inch, 1 inch and an inch, just like this. And then I've got 2 pieces here, if I can get them out, of Highland Heather, 2 strips, and these measure 8 1/4 inches by 1 inch. And while we've got the scoreboard here, we're just going to score at 1/2 inch on the inch side, just like that. Okay, so let's get rid of the scoreboard, we don't need it anymore, and we are just going to fold on all of these score lines that we've made. I'm going to do the same for this one here. Give it a really good burnish. And set those 2 bits aside. So on this piece here, we are going to cut, doesn't matter which side you choose, you can choose any side, up to the score line and up to the score line like that, to release your tabs. And then on the opposite side you're going to do exactly the same thing. And then I'm just going to miter my tabs, just giving them this little angle cut. Like that. And do the same on the other side here. Okay. Just like that. So let's get rid of these bits here. Don't need them anymore. And then we're just going to put some glue on all 4 tabs. So I'm just going to use some Tombow. And just put the glue here on all 4 tabs like that. And just pinch it to make sure it takes. Oopsie daisy. And just building your walls. Just bringing in these 2 pieces here. Bring it up, build your walls. Bring it up, build your wall. Just like that. So that's your base. Now we have a piece of the designer series paper, and this is the Sweet Talk, and this measures 10 1/2 inches by 4 inches. So on the 10 1/2 inch side we're going to put a little bit of, or quite a big piece of tear and tape, and I'm going to just put 2 strips here, one directly on top of each other, like that. And then I'm going to give it a good press down, like that. And now I'm going to remove these pieces if they come off. Okay. And this little piece wanted to stay, but there we go. And now I'm going to start just basically going to wrap this around my base. So you just want to make sure the bottom of your piece of paper is equal to the bottom of your base. So I'm going to start here. That's going to be my back. And just take your time to wrap it round. keeping everything as straight as possible. You really want to keep it as straight as you can, so take your time to try and line it up. I've made this box a ton of times, which is why I'm going a bit faster here. And then we're just going to seal it here. All I'm going to do, I usually wait till the end here, is just run a line of tombow along there, and then what I'm going to do is just go round and make sure with my bone folder, as you can see, I'm just going round and making sure the base is stuck properly to the top, and there you have your bag. So let's just hold a second. I see I've got some glue sitting on my desk. Let's clean that off before we have a disaster. It's already on my hands. Bring back our two pieces here, and all I'm going to do is run a bead of glue. I think actually I need to degunk my glue. It's better. I'm just going to run a bead of glue along here and seal these two pieces down. Like that. So this is the 8 1/4 by 1 inch strip that we then scored in half, half an inch, and now we're just closing them up, and this gives it just a bit more of a, gives a stronger handle, I think. Okay, so just make sure everything is properly glued, and then all I'm going to do is take my bone folder and just work like this at the paper, and this just breaks down the fibres. I'm going to go from both ends, and as you can see, you're starting to get the shape of a handle, and this just makes it more malleable. Never underestimate the power of your bone folder. Okay, so now we're going to stick this down, and I'm going to use some glue dots because I just find it easier this way. And I'm just going to put some on either end of my handle. And then I'm just eyeballing this. I'm not being anywhere, shape or form very specific. Like that. And then we are going to do exactly the same from other handle. So let's put these glue dots on. And glue dots are pressure adhesive, like tear and tape, even dimensionals. So if you give them a good press, they're going to stick down much better than if you don't. And that seems okay to me. They seem fairly even. So that's our bag. I'm just going to do a little bit of decoration. Firstly, I'm going to do a bow because I have my glue dots out, and this is the Highland Heather cross grain ribbon. I'm going to attempt a bow. Just like that, and chop it off. Trying to make it look half decent. Get rid of these excess bits, and then glue dots again. Shouldn't have put them away. Then on the front, nice little bow. Okay. Now I can put the glue dots away. Move that all to the side. I'm going to do a little bit of stamping. And the stamps that I'm going to use is this one, A Wish for Everything. You have basically every sentiment in and out of the book. And Highland Heather ink. And just going to stamp with our, there we go, just a little reminder that you're loved. Close that up, put that aside, and now I've got here the double oval punch, and I'm going to punch out a piece of Highland Heather. Just like that. And then we're going to punch with the smaller punch. We're just going to punch out a piece here. And I think I need to cut this down a little bit down so it'll fit in the punch. Just like that. Okay, let's get rid of all these excess bits. Hey. Okay. And Tombow to the rescue. We're going to just glue one to the other. And stick one in the centre like that. And then some dimensionals on the back, just like this. Get rid of these pesky backings. I'm just going to put that there, give it a press down, and our bags are done. So what do you think? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know in the comments. As I said, all the measurements and the supply list and everything will be on the blog post on my website, and the links to that and all my social media links are in the description box below. If you did like this video, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up, and please do consider subscribing to future videos. Thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye!